Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're looking at Turles. Now, Turles is an interesting character in that he's actually unbelievably busted. Like, so crazily so. But the problem is that you're not going to see that ability of his, because if Turles gets his intro off, he is actually secretly one of the strongest characters in the game. But the problem is they made it so specific, you have to be fighting either a Kid Gohan or a Goku family category enemy, that it's just, we can't, like, you're not going to get the intro. If they would give us, you know, like, new stages against strong superclass enemies or something like that, sure. But if you're using a villain team, and you're going to fight a Goku, or a Gohan, or a Goten, or a Bardock or something, this Turles is going to be a must-run. But, like, right now, I mean, I want to evaluate that he's a DOKKANFEST, right? Summonable LRs, summonable DOKKANFEST. I'm grading him on the highest tier, right? Which is, you know, in the strongest content right now, which is Cell Max, Metal Cooler Core, Dragon Ball Super Broly, right? Like, 8th Anniversary Sin Shenron. Those are the enemies we're fighting. We're not fighting, you know, oh my god, dude, Red Zone UI Goku is ridiculous. Like, doesn't exist yet. I'm sure it will, but, you know, then, I mean, listen, I'm telling y'all, if we do get, you know, Red Zone UI Goku, Red Zone Blue Vegeta, well, I mean, not Blue Vegeta, but it's like, you know, Red Zone Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, right? Red Zone Beast Gohan. Turles is gonna be nasty. Although, keep in mind that Beast Gohan can't even be an enemy because he doesn't have a sprite yet, so, yeah. Okay, by the way. Okay, here, let's... So, this is a 55% Turles video. I think we'll probably do 2 runs. Let's just do... I like to do showcases against, like, Red Zone Frieza or Red Zone Cell. I think those are really good, like, showcase fights. Like, that can go long, allow characters to get their abilities, stuff like that. Then we'll do a second run, against, like, I might actually do the Videl Dokkan event, and we can maybe let Turles stack up a little bit, because Turles is an attack stacking character, and of course, you know, because again, if you're fighting a Gohan, then Turles will be able to get that intro, which really is very, very powerful. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop in like this. We're gonna fight Red Zone Frieza with this lineup right here. We should be good. I mean, we have a lot of characters here who, I mean, I don't go the absolute craziest for. You know, just, it's like LR Turles is not getting his EZA. So, like, he becomes, it's not like he's like, oh my god, this unbelievable, like, dog shit character, but, you know, because, okay, here's the thing. All of these tough fights right now are against villains, which means a lot of these villain characters, their defenses don't need to be as high as it needs to be for superclass characters to be able to tank effectively. So, I mean, as long as there's not too much pressure in, like, slot 3, we could maybe get away with Turles in some spots because of how overpowered, you know, say, like, Cooler and some of these characters can be, but it can be an issue. So, this friend is 55%. Oh, I gotta put the sticker on mine, by the way. Defensive equip, additional. Just run additionals here. I mean, if you... I don't like the idea of giving Turles crit. I don't really see the value in it. Once Turles has done his 6th attack in battle, he becomes super effective against all types, right, Turles? Now, that is, you could do that in 2 turns, because he, you know, if your HP is above 50%, he does get a 60% attack, and an additional has a high chance to be a super. So, you know, you could triple attack, and then, you know, he's super effective against all types. So I don't know that crits is really the greatest idea. Turles needs to build up by doing super attacks. He builds up ki, damage reduction, and defense by doing super attacks. So additionals certainly could be good, but the thing about additionals is you could just be doing additional normals all day, right? That's always been my issue with, like, LR Ultimate Gohan. Characters that need to do a lot of super attacks, specifically super attacks to build up, but they don't have guaranteed supers, can be annoying. The difference between Turles and, you know, Carnival Kid Gohan, some of these characters, like, Cooler just needs to attack, right? This guy builds up just by doing attacks. So it's like you could get screwed with his super attack RNG, but you're still building him up, right? On any given turn, you know, his defense is tied heavily towards him getting his 12 key super attacks off, of course, right? But it's like, you know, him actually building up, he's doing it just by attacking. I'll probably just do this for now. We'd get a lot of links activated right here. Remember, Turles, the thing about using 55% Turles here, you know, he doesn't have big bad bosses up. It is tough, but it's like, you know, there's a lot of videos I want to get through to, and it does take time to link level Turles, so it's like, if we take some damage, we could, you know, sort of see what he's rocking right here. Now, one thing about Turles is that he does stack attack with every super attack he does, and then he also recovers 6% HP. Yeah, there we go. So we saw he did the additional. That was guaranteed because our HP was above 50%. But, I mean, as you guys saw, all he did right there was just the additional normal. So this friend Turles right here, he just jumps out. He does one super attack, one normal, and we only have one build up towards what he needs to build up. That could be an issue with this Turles, is if he's not going to give us good super attack RNG, then we're not going to be looking too good in terms of him building up fast enough. Now, the thing is that a lot of these bigger teams, you are blitzing these bosses pretty fast, so you would like to get Turles built up as quickly as possible. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Cooler is not really a slot 1 character. Neither is Turles, right? Turles is a character, and here's... this is an issue that can present itself as well. Look at this rotation right here, right? Like, this is not like, oh my god, I just suck at team building or something like that. This is directly a problem because he doesn't have his intro up. That's the culprit for this turn, is that we aren't able to get the intro. The intro, by the way, which gives all extreme class allies 3 key, 18% attack for the entire fight. It's just a ludicrously busted ability. It would be nice if we could have the intro. So, opening turns with Cooler could look, or excuse me, with Turles could look like this. Because the thing is, when you're using Turles, Amand and Raisin are a must. This is one major reason I don't recommend people summon, is you really need this character for Turles. But they're only covering one rotation anyway. Of course, they're at 55%. I'm using the banner units, but also just at 55% for this video, right? Turles wants like that. Like, they're good, because they're going to have... let me just look at Turles' links. I'm jumping all over the place, but we're getting through a lot of it. So his links at Sand Warrior Race, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Brutal Beatdown, Prepare for Battle, Destroy the Universe, Fierce Battle. Turles is one of these characters who, to say he eats off of links is like not... Like a lot of this guy's power is generated directly from links. This link right here, this is Destroyer the Universe. This gives 25% attack at link level 1. At link level 10, it's 25% attack, 15% defense, right? Let's look at Thirst for Conquest right here. 15% attack at link level 1. At link level 10, it's 15% attack and defense. So it's like from 3 links, Destroy the Universe, Thirst for Conquest, and Big Bad Bosses, Turles is generating just a metric ton of damage, of damage. So you do want to keep that in mind. All right, I'm still going to rock Turles in slot 1 right here. Because, you know, he's going to get his additional. Hopefully he doesn't get super attacked right away. I don't think we would die. This shouldn't lead to us dying, but we'll see. I mean, I don't really have... Because SDR Cooler is not exactly crazy turn 1 either. I don't really have a character I could put in turn 1 in this slot. Okay, we did get the additional super, which is very helpful. Because remember, that builds up the damage reduction and the defense and stuff like that. Now, Turles, he doesn't get... Oh, okay, yeah. And we're doing incredible amounts of damage here. Turles does not get defense from his super attack. So, but it's like once he's done building it up, he's no longer getting defense from his super attack, right? So, on Turles' super attack effect, remember he's stacking attack and recovering 6% HP. The 6% HP recovery is actually very good if you're using characters that could live the supers. In a perfect situation, Turles fully built up, you know, wanked with support, stuff like that, he should be able to just barely live like 8th Anniversary Sin, but that's provided you're at full health, no one else on the rotation has taken damage from the hardest boss in the game, right? Like, it's tough. HP regen can be very good if you're comboing it with characters that could tank ridiculously good. Turles has a minor issue here in that I've complained... You guys know, if you've watched me for any amount of time, you know how much I've complained about this. Why is Golden Frieza not on Space Traveling Warriors? Why is Metal Cooler not on Space Traveling Warriors? This is popping up because if we could use TUR Golden Frieza and LR Golden Frieza, that would significantly help Turles. Those characters don't have the links for Turles, but they could cover slot 1 for him. And then we could just try and get the links from the floaters, right? So it's a huge, unfortunate thing that Golden Frieza is just ludicrously shafted from Space Traveling Warrior. It just, I would say it's one of the dumber category shafts that exist. It has to be. All right, so we've done what? Once 279. I mean, it's just, again, you know, I'm going to do the same format for all these characters always, but, you know, this is a character that if he's not link leveled, his performance is, like, he just is going to suck. If you're going to get Turles or use Turles, you have to link level him. I know a lot of people don't like link leveling so much, but they've released so many events and there's so many easy ways to link level characters. Maybe, you know, I've done a lot of videos about link leveling. Maybe I just go over a process like I'll title this video like this is for people who don't like to link level or something like that. And I'll just go over the easy way you could link level the important characters that need to be link leveled. But it doesn't require too much like effort or annoyance at like doing these events over and over and over again, stuff like that. All right, now we've had bad RNG with the friend Turles. He's still at double digits. Pretty good. Okay. Now that's, I mean, I'll definitely, this Frieza, I've had a lot of characters get wiped away by this Frieza, right? So I will take that right there. So remember, Turles, he's not getting defense from super attack effect. He also isn't getting defense from his passive with his super attack. It's only just that one build-up portion of his passive, right? Where once you've done the 4 supers, he's fully built up. So we're doing okay right here. We'll go ahead. I guess I'll leave Turles with this cooler right here. This is fine. I mean, my cooler, I keep calling him cooler. I want my Turles to be the showcase unit here, not the friend one. I might float off Amond and Raisin just to get them next to my Turles here. All right, give us additional supers. Thank you. Oh my god. This guy. Now remember, he is 55%, so he could get the hidden potential system additional, even at 55%, right? Because we do have the free, which he did. Nice. Awesome. Okay, so that changes things a lot. So now my Turles is fully built up, right? He gets 2 ki up to a max of 8, 5% damage reduction up to a max of 20%, and 40% defense up to a max of 160% defense by super attacking. And we have all of that built up. So he's now fully built up. 55% link level 1, right? Pretty good. Now again, remember, once we get to 6 attacks, he unlocks another additional and super effective against all types, right? Which is going to be pretty good. The additional, it's another additional has a high chance to be a super. So at Turles' max, he could do 4 super attacks. We could have him do 4, which certainly could be pretty good. Yeah, actually, I can float them off right here. Although if Frieza supers in slot 3, damn it. Maybe I won't float them off quite yet. Oh, this sucks. Does he really have to attack 80 times in the last slot? We'll just do it, because if we take a lot of damage, we take a lot of damage. Whatever, man. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right, let's just hope he doesn't super in slot 3. Would we get one-shotted here? Maybe. Probably. They probably do just get one-shotted. God damn it. I just wanted my Turles to be the showcase unit. God damn it. No! Alright, so Turles is cooking. Has he done 6 attacks by now? Probably so. Because his ability procs... Oh, the arrow is up. Yeah. He's done 6 because the arrow's pointing up. It procs on the turn you do it. So once you hit that 6th attack... Oh, he did just quad super. Okay. Well, there you go. That's 50... Like, in this type of environment, that's like about as good as it's going to get for 55%, like link level 1 Turles. Oh, thank God. Okay, perfect. Now, if I was to give Turles any change, besides his intro, of course, just give him the intro for free, right? Like, his intro is ridiculously busted, but, I mean, if Turles is able to use his intro every single fight with, like, if his intro condition is nothing, Turles doesn't instantly become the #1 overall unit in the game or something like that, just if his intro is readily available. So, number one, I think you should remove the restriction on his intro. That changes things completely, and Turles becomes a must-run on every villain team, which is what we wanted. And then you give him 30% defense for 1 turn on his super attack effect. That makes Turles a defensive god. But guess what? I don't give a shit. He's a villain. Guess what villains need? Help. If you do those 2 changes to Turles, he probably, like, if Turles had those 2 changes, he would be up there with the top TURs. Because, I mean, you'll hear people say, well, it's only 3 key at 18% attack. But it's for the entire fight. Dude, that is not little. That is a dominant ability that Turles has got. Now, we could use the act. So he's at 413k right here. This is with, I mean, nearly every Link active, right? Yeah, Big Bad Bosses isn't up because, you know, Link level 1. Turles' active should be pretty good most of the time. Because Turles is attack stacking. And Turles does a lot of additional supers. So Turles could get many attack stacks in, which makes this active. It's going to hit really hard. We can do this from the 3rd turn if there's a Goku family enemy or an enemy whose name includes Kid Gohan. By the way, the fact that that condition is like that is really good. So, like, if there was a, like, imagine LR Gohan and Krillin, Kid Gohan and Krillin. Like, if we fought them as, like, a red zone boss or something like that, Turles' intro would still proc it. Because remember, that's not a Goku family unit, but it does have Kid Gohan. That's the reason they wrote it that way, right? So that is good. But against a Goku family enemy or Kid Gohan, we could do it on turn 3. Or we could do it on turn 6. I think the condition is fine. Like I have no problem with a turn 6 active skill attack is totally fine with me. I think Turles has a good active. This is a good active. Should we use this right here? We might as well. I mean, we have built up our passive and stuff like that. I'll turn the intros off as well. I guess we'll... Let's see. So this is my Turles. We'll have a nice rotation coming in. Yeah, let's go ahead and proc this active. Again, we could just sit here and stack attack forever, and he could build up quite a bit, but this should still do pretty good damage. My Turles has supered several times.
これがなんだかわかるか？大月様さ。はじけて混ざれ！さあ、お前本来の姿を見せてみろ。
So we did 7 million right there. Yeah, I feel like that was perfect. So we just did 7 million. This is a 55% Link level 1 Turles. And his active is hitting harder than... Many times I use a Beast Gohan active. Beast Gohan is not hitting that hard. I mean, LR Turles is not the most realistic character to use, but TUR Cooler is, right? Like, it's... This active, you know, when you're Rainbowed Link level 10... This guy gets a bunch of stacks in. This active is going to be crazy powerful. I love how we've gotten 2 active skill Great Ape Kid Gohans this year. It's funny how they do this sometimes. All right, let's just... We can keep LR Turles right there. Next turn is going to be the turn I do want to see. So we'll have Amon and Raisin. We'll have LR Turles, and then, of course, we'll have my Turles together. Now, if we got... I'm telling y'all, if they give us, like... one more strong defensive unit for some of these like villain setups. So like, you know, I don't know, Space Traveling Warriors, Planetary Destruction, Terrifying Conquerors. Like, just give us another great defensive character. Turles could be very helpful because, I mean, remember, you know, if Turles quad supers, he is going to heal 24% HP. But that's only good. Oh, we're screwed. Damn it. Yeah, well, okay. Sure. We're gonna, I mean, what do I do here, man? Listen, this is an issue, because Cacao and Diaz, they can't go slot 1. That's, all right. I mean, we're probably just one shot right here. Oh, thank God. We should be okay. As long as the super doesn't go immediately. But like that's the thing with like a lot of different variations of this team. It's us, you know. Jeez, man. It's just like, all right, let's pray. Like, that's why, like, it's... Damn it. It's like... I guess I mean, I probably could have rocked Turles. Maybe rocking Turles in slot 1 would have been better, because he did have damage reduction. Right, that's the thing you can't forget, is that Turles, like, he has all the defense he's going to get already right here, turn 1. The problem, like, so, you know, there's the 2 issues. He could have gotten the defense from super attack effect and the intro. That would have been sufficient. Another thing they could have done is give him damage reduction up to 40%. I think would have been significant for him. Him being able to get up to 40% damage reduction would be really good. Is Big Bad Bosses active? No. He wouldn't have taken that. I don't think he would have taken that much damage if Big Bad Bosses was active. Alright, so we've taken a lot of damage. Now, remember, Turles gets 60% attack and the additional when HP is above 50%, which we still are. I'm thinking about that going into the next turn. We're at about 60% right now. Remember that Diaz and Cacao are pretty good. They've got a 50% chance to dodge and stuff like that. A super attack would be very devastating for us, but as long as they don't get super, we should be good. Okay. We won't talk about that. Anyway. Anyway. Alright, this is a really good turn for Turles. So, I mean, now we have Big Bad Bosses up, and he's shot up to 600k, right? Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, well, we do have some problems here. My almond and raisins, they're not built up. I'm gonna use LR Turles as active right here. I feel like this is a Turles-centric video. Perfect to get this active in right here, sure.
新生児の実を食べ続けてきた俺に勝てると思ったか？俺の勝ちだな。
Alright, perfect, perfect. So, now, let's just hope we don't die, because I'd like to see Turles do a lot of damage right here. After this, I think we should just head over to a fight against a Goku family unit. Yep, they haven't built up, so we're taking a little bit of damage. Okay, freeze it and super attack right away, so we are good. Again, I do think that this is the strongest banner unit in the game, I'm thinking. Definitely, for sure. Okay, sure, cool, cool. All right, so let's see what Turles gets us. Remember, there's 60% attack he doesn't have right here because we're under 50% HP and an additional. So Turles could triple super for us right here. Okay, there's a second one right there, perfect. Remember, he is healing 6% HP with all these super attacks as well. So, you know, that is helpful. As long as you have characters that can live these attacks, that does help pretty good. Wait, he crit. Where did the crit come from? That's from Almond and Raisin's support. They give crit support. What is it? 10%? We actually got... Wow, we actually saw that. So, Amand and Raisin, they give Planetary Destruction category allies key 1, 30% attack and defense. And then they also give an additional 20% defense and 10% chance to crit to allies on Space Traveling Warriors. That's how my Turles crit right there. That was from their support. Because my Turles doesn't have any crit. He does not have any crit at all, right? I'll just go ahead and show this. So I saw him crit. I was like, wait, where did that come from? Okay. Let me... I think I'm probably just going to get Cooler's active skill in here. And now we're going to cut to a fight against a Gohan. We'll get the intro and see what Turles looks like with the intro buff activated. Alright, so it's so annoying because Turles has a... God, he has a really good intro and we're never going to see it. Damn it. Alright, so Turles' intro is quite meaningful. I mean, just look at Cooler's Ki. Cooler's not a character that struggles for Ki, but look what turn it is. It's turn 2, right? Like, this is Cooler's first rotation. So, it's like, you just... If you were having a team where you would have double Turles with his intro up, this is what it looked like. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't like the idea of necessarily, like making Turles' intro weaker with the effect, because I think the effect is crazy. I just really wish they would have had the balls to give it to him for free. Again, if his intro is for free and they buffed his defense, he's not the best unit in the game. So, if a character, if it's like everyone is mad about one thing, but they do the one thing and it makes them, like, by far the best unit in the game or something like that, it's like, okay, like, yeah, like, well, let's not do that. But, like, again, guys, villains, you can't do this with villains where it's like, oh, if only, woulda, coulda, shoulda, this one little, oh my god, if only this one little, like, no, not for villains, dude. Villains need to just get the full ball sucking. Like, okay, he just does that, and he's got 40% damage reduction, and he's, got defense instead, and he's supporting, and he's doing this, and he's doing that. Like, that, like, villain teams can become busted when they just release everything for the, like, just give him, like, don't worry about these minute little like, they're so scared with these villains. Like, just let it go, man. Like, just let him be free. All right, look at this. Oh, well, what is this? This friend Turles is... Oh, he's 79%. Who cares? Okay. All right, I think I'll probably stack up a little bit here. Well, actually, the only thing is that... So this Gohan does dodge. I think that I remember that they talked about in the news that they would change this, right? Like, I think that Gohan dodging these supers, it causes them to not actually have the effect of building up his passive, I believe. I mean, we got the intro. Honestly, we got the intro, and that's all I really cared about anyway. Maybe we'll get, like, one more rotation of Turles, where he's stacked up a little bit and kind of, like, see what he's able to do. But again, like, we got the intro for Turles in the video. Let's do one more turn, and then we can go ahead and take a look at Turles' kits afterwards. All right, so Turles. Let's see what we got right here. Okay, so, we're pretty deep in. Looks like by his defensive numbers that he is able to build up by super attacking just against, a dodging enemy. Okay, I feel like that was changed. Maybe I'm wrong, but, because, remember, I know that you couldn't, like, characters that would need to do super attacks to transform against a dodging enemy, that wouldn't work, but now I think it does. All right, let's see what Turles' damage is looking like on this turn real quick. We'll just get, like, a nice 2 turns in, and then we'll finish. Remember, we do link up incredibly well with LR Turles. The only link we don't have with LR Turles is Big Bad Boss, or Saiyan Warrior Race, but we don't have Big Bad Bosses active either because of the fact that, the thing. Link level 1. Yeah, it's super effective against all types. Perfect, okay. So that type of build-up that Turles has is still building up even against a dodging enemy. Okay, awesome. I'm pretty sure that was changed. That was updated at some point, and it did not used to be like that. By the way, Great Ape Kid Gohan, the active right here, does not have an intro or a KO screen, unfortunately. Turles doesn't have a KO screen at all. I think if he finishes the enemy off with a super attack, though, he does look pretty cool. So we definitely have that. All right, so again, we got this really nice rotation. We're fully built up and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and get this turn right here. Remember, we do have, support from Almond and Raisin as well. So here's 55% Turles. I will get into the lab and start grinding him. They actually put up a ridiculous amount of content. I gotta grind up the Dragon Ball story. I gotta get the free-to-play Turles in there. I gotta get the support memory. I gotta get LR Dr. Wheelo. I had to grind up 500 medals for these characters, right? And I gotta link level them. There is just a lot to do. I'm very overwhelmed, so let's just break Turles down. Oh, we got a link. Oh my god! The journey is starting. All right, let's go over Turles' details, and we'll finish up here. All right, this is Evil Warrior with Forbidden Power, Turles. His leader skill is Space Traveling Warrior or Pure Saiyan, category 3 key and 170% of stats. And then he also gives the additional 30% of stats to characters that are on Planetary Destruction or Low-Class Warrior. I mean, that is good, because Path to Power Kid Goku is on Low-Class Warrior, right? That is pretty good. I still do think it's pretty stupid, but... Every Goku, I think, before I don't know, probably before Goku goes Super Saiyan, I think, should be on low class. Once Goku goes Super Saiyan, he's not really, you know, low class warrior anymore. But up until that point, I think every Goku should be on low class warrior. Because if they dropped a Goku from this Turles movie, he probably wouldn't be on low class warrior. Actually, the EZA Spirit Bomb Goku, he's not on low class warrior, is he not? Yeah, he's not. Exactly. I think that's so stupid, right? Because it's like, you even look at Turles' kit, and it's like, you know, he's got like the low class like warrior thing. He's got a Goku family and Gohan. Like, I just hate that so much, that a lot of the like Saiyan saga and like early Namek saga like Gokus aren't counted as low class warrior, even though the whole point is like Turles and Vegeta and these other Saiyans and Nappa are just calling him low class, low class, low class, but he's not on goddamn low class. It bothers me. So yeah, Turles' leader skill is pretty good. I feel like Space Traveling Warriors, in my head, I thought they were actually a little bit better than they are. The thing is that Turles generates so much power from his links. So it's like Space Traveling Warriors has got a lot of characters, but like I don't really want to run, you know, I don't know, a Champa character. Or Chilai is so good that we can just run her. But even like Chilai, she's not giving big bad bosses and stuff like that to Turles. Like, besides Turles' banner units, if we're running Turles, you really want the team to be built around him. And it's like, we want big bad bosses characters specifically. It's a shame that most of the Bojacks are pretty mid. I think LR Bojack is probably good enough to be run, but a lot of the Bojacks are just not really good enough. You know, a lot of the other Turleses really aren't good enough either. It's like they gotta give us more. Turles got help. His banner units are really good, thank God, but like we needed even more, right? Turles' super attack is Meteor Burst, which stacks attack, does immense damage, and recovers 6% HP. The HP recovery can be good in combo with strong defensive characters to tank supers, and then Turles can heal it back up. Attack stacking is very good on Turles because he has attack active skill. Attack stacking is worthless unless you have an attack active skill, and then it's like, oh, okay, it has a real purpose, which is it makes the active skill hit like a bomb, right? Turles' passive skill, Crusher's Strategy. If there's a Goku family category enemy or an enemy Kid Gohan, Turles will activate his intro, and then extreme class allies for the rest of the fight get 3 ki and 18% attack. Just a devastatingly powerful intro. It's such a shame that we can't see it in any of the meaningful content right now. Then Turles also gets 160% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets 60% attack, and an additional that has a high chance of being a super when HP is 50% or more. Then Turles also gets 100% attack when performing a super attack. They could have maybe given him some defense here, right? That's potential. I mean, he would be... But it's like Majunior basically has this, right? Like, yeah, like I feel like you could give Turles like defense right here, and it's like that would put him more in line potentially with like Majunior, I guess. I don't know. Then Turles builds up 2 ki up to a max of 8, 5% damage reduction up to a max of 20%, and 40% defense up to a max of 160% with each super attack performed. So once Turles does 4 supers to build up this portion of his passive, he's no longer getting any defense on attack at all. So because of that, I'm probably going to build him mostly dodge with additional secondary. And then finally, Turles becomes super effective against all types and launches a guaranteed additional that has a high chance of being a super, starting from the turn in which he does his 6th attack in battle. So he has many additionals built in, and he's super effective against all types. Only thing the boy needs, of course, is dodge. Now, how will Turles tank against a lot of the biggest bosses in the game? Turles is a villain, which means his defense does not need to be as high as a superclass character. But keep in mind, that's only because all the tough bosses right now are villains. Once we start fighting Red Zone Gokus and shit like that, you guys are going to see that these fraudulent numbers by a lot of these villains don't hold up as much anymore, man. Like, it's like Turles, against some of these bosses, he could just sort of skate by. Pretty sure the Metal Cooler Core is just blowing his ass away, pretty much, unless we have, like, a perfect rotation and stuff like that. And, I mean, Metal Cooler Core is closing in on a year old now, right? Like, I would like, you know, these characters to be able to just eat these hits. And villain teams, especially, if we're talking about a Saiyan team, you know, I mean, I know Turles is Saiyan, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, you know, if we're talking about like a, you know, a God Goku, like a Goku or a Vegeta or a Gohan Saiyan, right? It's like if they can't take the super stuff like that, we have 80 characters who can. Villains need everything they could get. Turles should have been, without question, the strongest #1 TUR. That's the way. If it was in my hands, Turles would have been the strongest TUR by far. He would have been above Majunior. He would have been above Goku, right? Because villains, that's what they need, right? I thought that they did great with Majunior. Majunior actually does work well with Turles, right? Because you have Big Bad Bosses and Thirst for Conquest. But guess what? Majunior's not on his team, unfortunately. But, you know, they can be shared on other teams like Terrifying Conquerors, stuff like that. So it is good, right? Like, Turles is good. Like, he's strong. But it's just, he's more of, like, the Super 17. Turles, I think, is a lot better than Super 17. But he has some annoying, like, problems the same way Super 17 does. Turles also has his active skill, Learn to Live Like a Saiyan, which greatly raises attack temporarily and does ultimate damage to the enemy. And you could do that starting from the 3rd turn if there's a Goku family enemy or a Kid Gohan. Or you could do it at the start of the 6th turn. I have no problem with his active skill condition, and it's going to be very powerful since he does a lot of super attacks and he's going to be stacking attack. Turles' link set is very good. Saiyan Warrior Race, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Brutal Beatdown, Prepare for Battle, Destroy the Universe, and Fierce Battle. If I could make one change, I might change Saiyan Warrior Race for like another, like Fear and Faith, or like another villain, like Shocking Speed, like a villain link like that. But because it's like, you know, you could see, like, turn 1, him next to Coolers, and, you know, you have no key. Now, Turles builds key up, but it's like turn 1 key can be an issue for Turles for sure. So we have that. 12 key multiplier, 150%, you know, typical number we usually see. Wait, I went over his links, right? Yeah, Same Warrior Race, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Brutal Beatdown, Prepare for Battle, Destroy the Universe, Fierce Battle. I went over them, yeah. And then finally, we have Turles' categories. Not as many as you'd think, right? Considering there's, you know, closing in on 100 categories now. So Turles is on Space Traveling Warriors, definitely a strong team, but the issue is that you need to build it a certain way around Turles, right? Specifically, we're looking for Thirst for Conquest, Destroy the Universe, Big Bad Bosses characters to run here, right? Like, I don't want to run hit on Turles' Space Traveling Warriors team, right? So, unfortunately. Turles also is on Pure Saiyans, of course. Very, very strong team. Not bad. Turles is then on... What is this? This is Planetary Destruction. This is the Planetary Destruction category team. Okay, sure. Then Turles is also over here. This is the low-class warrior category team right here. All of these, like, low-class Saiyans. Then Turles is also on the movie bosses category team. Yeah, we just got another Turles, and then we also got Dr. Wheelo finally. Crazy. So we got them there. Then, of course, we also have Turles on the... This is Terrifying Conquerors. You know, certainly the best villain team. I mean, all the top-tier villains are being added to it. Now, Amond and Raisin are a huge buff for this team. Turles helps. You know, we got Dr. Wheelo. Of course, we got Mid-Junior, right? A lot of good stuff being added to Terrifying Conquerors. And then finally, Turles is on Final Trump Card because of the Fruit of the Tree of Might is Final Trump Card. Although I guess sometimes Great Ape characters... It's because Great Ape Vegeta is on it from doing the Great Ape and the Energy Ball. But Turles is, I mean, he's on this, I think, more so from the Fruit of the Tree of Might. But let me know what you guys think about DOKKANFEST Turles. He's good, but to me, it feels like I put him below the Gammas. I would probably rank Gamma 2 above this guy. That's like the cutoff to me. I don't know. Maybe after I do the full world tour. Remember, I got to rainbow him. We got to do so much stuff, right? But we'll see. We will see, right? Let me build this boy up. You know, get him rainbowed, get him link level 10, and we'll test out how good Turles actually is. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.